We have reached 500,000 subscribers! Oh my God!
Hi everyone, it's Raja.
And Raven.
And we want to say a special thank you to all of our 500,000 followers on WOW Presents that have supported us here at RuPaul's Drag Race Fashion Photo Review.
And supported the entire WOW Presents family.
Oh, excuse me.
500,000 is undeniable proof that this is a valuable way to spend your time.
Well, for me, it's all about like the personal fulfillment.
And it's honestly just vanity, so let's not like mince words or like, I don't know, rub our bones.
Yeah, like I don't want to like fucking, like, you know what I mean?
We just start being there for you and for us, because we deserve that and we want that.
There's been a lot of shows on WOW Presents, all kinds of different series. Let's have a look at them now.
Starting with Transformation.
Have you done Transformation?
I've done 2.
Yeah, me too. Love that show.
It's one of the things that I'm most proud of, you know, in my life. I loved James Majesty, I loved An Abortion, I loved Scarlet Starlet. Really enjoy finding some of those queens that are out there that maybe you haven't heard of, finding them on Instagram and bringing them into the studio. When Manila did the Jessica Rabbit, I kept saying, I can't do it, we can't do it, there's no way in hell. And by God, it was freaking amazing.
There you go, bitch.
I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. Of course, I can't not mention Matthew Anderson, who's been on the show 3 times, and each time has just knocked my socks off. I mean, that was a dream come true.
There's also CHER Tweets with Chad Michaels. This show was so weird to watch. Chad Michaels doing a CHER impersonation with the voice. We
Yeah.
already know that the look is undeniable CHER.
Yeah.
But doing the no, we can't do that because Chad let everyone know in season 4 that she's never done that. Let's look at it now.
At Twitter, I guess I gotta go back and polish my CHER impersonation. Next thing you know, these guys are gonna be doing like web shows or something as me dressed up or Paulette, you can't keep interrupting me, Paulette. It's like, this is not the CHER and Paulette show, it's the CHER Tweets.
It was a fun series to watch get cranked out of just reading CHER's tweets because CHER tweets some of the craziest shit.
Yeah.
One of the biggest shows we've ever had was Bianca Del Rio's Really Queen. Basically, it was Bianca just being Bianca, and she would just read the other queens to filth, and it was hysterical. Let's take a look.
I don't know what's stronger, Jinx's voice or that fucking blush.
Can I get named?
What is that, bitch? Did you use a Snicker as a blush? It's like you left that Snicker on someone's dashboard in a car where it's hot and then took it and went, Girl.
Oh, Bianca. One of the most brilliant shows we ever did was Carlene Sifted to Tears J'adore. The Vogue legend would come in and just riff on fashion subjects far and wide. She was a force to be reckoned with and could talk about anything and make it entertaining. Let's take a look at the leopard episode right now.
Leopard. In English, leopard. There we are. My shoes, Manolo Blahnik. My bag for Mr. Alaya, my love. Choop! Shadow! C'est moi!
J'adore Carlene. There was the Sherry Needles, the camping one. What was that?
It was a little show with Sharon and Alaska. This was back when they were an item.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's not burning. What I usually use this for, it works effortlessly. Remember, it's just water off a duck's back. Wah, wah.
One of the cornerstones of WOW Presents RuPaul Drives. There's an episode with Olivia Newton-John, there's an episode with Henry Rollins, one with John Waters, Iggy Azalea, there's Suzanne Barsh. But the great thing about Ru is that she has that instant connection with everybody and really gets to the heart of who they are. Let's take a look.
You got a new record coming out and it's got a huge push. The first single is called Fancy. Who produced Fancy?
Fancy is produced by these guys called the Invisible Men. and they're actually from LA, but they all live in England.
And then Charlie.
And Charlie, the song leaked about a month ago accidentally, and she heard it, and it was like, it had a spare space in it because it wasn't finished. It was a demo when it leaked, and she put her kind of thing on it and sent it to me and was like, hey, what do you think about this? And I said, actually, I love it.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall during a RuPaul conversation doesn't get better than that. Speaking of RuPaul, let's look at RuPaul's Tea Dance. It was sort of a throwback to American Bandstand, Soul Train, The Grind.
There comes a time you feel fine, but you know that there's something more. And there are days you're afraid you will say, what is it all for?
Next up was Dudes in Drag, which was Vicky Vox and Kelly Mantle. It was done on the fly. We grabbed tourists off the street and we had like 5 minutes to get them into drag. So it ended up being a little booger drag. Let's revisit those wonderful days.
Hello, world. Give it up for Pussy Paulette.
Next up, we love us some Courtney Stodden here at WOW. We thought, let's just get her down in the studio and just put the camera on her and see what happens and showcase her bubbly personality so that people could see just how wonderful she really was.
What is a duck's favorite drug? Quack! That is so funny!
Woo! We have DRAWJA. It was sort of a combination of Bob Ross meets Antonio Lopez. He would do these fabulous fashion illustrations of drag queen subjects, some of her friends. It would be really fun interviews with the people, and then they would get these really fabulous, pictures out of it.
When I first started doing drag, I was like, oh, I want to make myself a mermaid. I'm gonna like glue rhinestones all over myself and sequins, and I put rhinestone eyebrows on with super glue. I didn't know that when I took the rhinestones off, my entire eyebrow would come off.
Yay! And they've never grown back.
They really haven't.
Lady Bunny is one of the only queens that can get away with just trash talking anyone, and they don't get butthurt.
Well, what that usually means when Lady Bunny insults you is that she loves you.
Yeah.
And if she talks shit about you, that means she adores you. Otherwise, she won't talk about you at all.
Oh, and I finally find out why Raja loves wearing such high heels. To keep her knuckles from dragging the ground.
Oh, she's talking about you.
Oh, wow.
Another show that was fabulous, but maybe ahead of its time, was Hooker Makeovers. And that was a show where we had women that we got off the street and dressed like hookers. And for some reason, it just didn't catch on. And people thought that it was a little politically incorrect. I don't know, it didn't last very long, but it was something that I enjoyed.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so skanky. It's hot. I like it.
Happy 500,000th, and you can be our 500,000th first if you subscribe right now.
Give the gift of subscription to a friend, tell a friend about our show, and just subscribe. Let's get to 1 million.
Get involved in a
Please.
pyramid scheme. Oh, tell it.
Yes, build a pyramid.
Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.
Oh. Oh, Bianca. Oh, you're too funny. One of my favorite shows